Hello friends, so good evening and welcome with me Varun Rao. And in this session or from this session, we would be looking at the APPSC Group 1 syllabus, and we'll understand how to crack this exam that's coming in the next 2 months probably, right? So even I am an aspirant, and my name is Varun, as I just said, and I am also a developer. And after searching a lot on YouTube and being an aspirant, I was not able to find any good material or anything that would suit my requirements or that would help me learn or crack APPSC exam, at least even something basic in English. So I thought, let me start studying and let me also help at least a few if I could in this process of studying for this exam. So all those people who are preparing out for your APPSC exam, all the very best to you and a great luck ahead. And I would just trying to be helping you in this duration because we have the group 1 exam approaching very shortly. I think it's on March 10th of 2019, and we all are gearing up for that. So this is just a small help, probably all those who are looking for something in English. Here's something for you to begin with. And if you like the video, you can always follow us or follow me on Facebook and Instagram, just as what's mentioned below, right? So let's begin. What we would be doing in this tenure, or how I would be helping you is, I have the agenda here, at least of this video right now. So we would be looking at the course content. I have the syllabus that's explained. I'll take you to the website and we'll take a look at the website. We'll also try to understand the previous year's cutoff, and then we look at some other details that are required for us to crack this examination. Now, the most important thing is, even of some videos that I have seen in or on the YouTube, there are a lot of videos which talk a lot of things which are not required, right? And I've tried watching videos in Telugu as well. Telugulo kuda chusanandi, but అందులో చూసినవన్నీ ఏంటేంటో మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. అందులో ఎగ్జామ్ కి రిలేటెడ్ చాలా తక్కువ ఉంది, అండ్ ఏదైతే ఎగ్జామ్ కి అవసరం లేదో దాని హిస్టారికల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ లేకపోతే దానికి రిలేటెడ్ స్టోరీస్ అవన్నీ ఏంటంటో చాలా ఎక్కువ ఉన్నాయి. సో then I thought probably something, I mean, ఇంత టైం మనం ఓన్లీ ఆ వీడియోస్ చూడడానికి స్పెండ్ చేసేస్తే, when will we come to the track? When will we try to understand what is required and what is not? So I thought we'll make something that's useful. And if anyone has anything to contribute in the meanwhile, I would really love that and appreciate that. Right. So I hope you enjoy this. And what we would be doing is, I would in this video, I would explain the course content, and the upcoming videos, I would also be trying to take up some history. And I am also trying to cover all the papers from last 10 years of all the group 1 APPSC, so that we have an idea about what we are taking up, right? And this would also give you a very good insights of all the papers and an idea about the trend. And I also hope you all know that the pattern of the exam has changed. The paper is split now into 120 marks, and the 120 is like, we have two papers of 120 each, which would comprise of 240 marks, right? So we'll just look at what all that is, and we'll understand how to crack this examination, right? So to begin with, we'll take a look at the official website first. We'll understand what the course content is, and then we'll move on to the further aspect of it. So here, let me take you to the official website, that is appsc.gov.in. And here we have the recruitment for group 1 services. All right. And the last date to apply would be on 28th of January, right? This month, January would be the last date. And it says that tentatively the prelims is mostly to be held on 10th of March in an offline mode. That means we would be given a paper, right? We would not be asked to write on a system, or we would not be asked to mark on a system. We would be given a paper as such. And we look at the posts, right? We have deputy collector, assistant commissioner of state. Yeah, that is the second one. Deputy superintendent of jails, treasuries, district fire officers, right? So all class 1 group A, like the best probable exam that you have in your state level arena, right? Apart from this, all those who prepared for UPSC, they all look for group 1s in their respective states. This gives them an outer edge. And even if you've not prepared for UPSC, there's nothing that you need to think about. All that you have to do is start preparing. 60 days is all that we have, even if it's for you or for me. And I'm sure people or all those serious aspirants must have already started their preparation. Okay, now the fresh vacancies, if we take a look at, this is what is important for us. And we are writing for these examinations. I mean, we are writing examinations for these posts. Okay, so here we would be having deputy collector in AP, civil service, assistant tax commissioners, assistant commissioner, superintendent of police, deputy superintendent of jails, the same post, and here we have the number of vacancies as well. And మనం అన్ని calculate చేసి చూస్తే we have 125 vacancies. Okay, and eligibility kuda ikkada undandi. You should be mentally and physically fit. You should have completed your graduation and you should be a citizen of India. Basic requirement. It's going to same. The education qualification is here. I mean, and if everyone has a graduation above 50% and andaru pass అయిపోయి ఉంటే, you can do it. And people who are also in your last year of your graduation can apply if you want to. And this is your physical minimum physical standards required. This is all the reservation and ఎవరెవరికైతే caste reservation caste certificates ఉన్నాయో ఇది వాళ్ళకి. Okay, so here you have scheduled tribe, scheduled caste, backward classes, women and sports persons as well. So వీళ్ళందరికీ కూడా the AP state government is giving some reservations. And our reservations కి సంబంధించినవి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయండి. Whatever you have, you can just go ahead and check your reservations to local candidates, reservations to sports people. Andarki separate they have things mentioned. And then you have, what do you mean by local language, the definition of local language. Okay, skipping all that, all this is not required. Getting into the main part of it, we have the payment process. How you can pay your payment is also mentioned here. And then you can make fees kuda undi, right? So the registration fee is 120 and the application fee is 250. So you'll have to pay a total of 370. కానీ అదే ఎవరెవరైతే ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారో, పీపుల్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎస్సీ, ఎస్టీ, బీసీ అండ్ ఎక్స్ సర్వీస్ మెన్, ఆల్ దీస్ పీపుల్, అన్ఎంప్లాయిడ్ పీపుల్, దే క్యాన్ స్కిప్ ద 120 రూపీస్ పేమెంట్. సో దీనికి మీకు సర్టిఫికేట్ ఉంటే దాని మీద పెడితే మీరు ఆ సర్టిఫికేట్ లోంచి అప్పుడు యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ టు పే దిస్ 120 ఎనీ లాంగర్. And the mode of payment, you have different modes of payment. Mostly under online చేస్తున్నారు. So I hope even you would be doing it online. Right, and then getting into the syllabus part, which is the most important, we'll see that there's a difference. Okay, and we'll try to understand what that difference is. Okay, so as we are able to see, we have two parts. Part A is split into A, B, C, D with 120 questions, and so is part B, right? With 120 minutes each, and the total marks would be 120 plus 120, 240. So part A would be history and culture, followed by constitution, social justice, international relations, IR, geography, economy of India and AP. And this would be geography of AP and India. And again, in paper 2, again for prelims, in the second half, we would be having the second split, wherein the content is general mental ability, that is aptitude. And in part B, you have science and technologies and current affairs, right? So it's split this way. So earlier we had only one paper, and now we have two splits of the same thing. So it would be more elaborate, it would be more streamlined, and the questions would be more precise. Isar mundala ekkadi nunchi padte akkadi nunchi anni padte ani ala ravu. Things would be very narrow and things would be very streamlined. So it's better that you have a high level of preparation, right? And ikkada mains, for all those who have been able to clear prelims, you would then be screened on the second round for your mains. So we'll talk about mains later because it's prelims and we don't have any time. So let's just focus on prelims right now. And let me be very honest, if you're preparing for your prelims and if your preparation is honest and true, then I think you're almost, your preparation for mains is done pretty well. So these things are to be kept in mind when you're preparing, right? And ikkada you have a detailed course content. All those who are preparing and who are really looking forward to give this examination, I would recommend that you please go through this and understand and mark them when you are done studying them, so that you know what is it that you're covering. Right, so now again going back to the slide presentation, now that you have understood and you have paid and you have completed the process of registration, or you would be completing the process of registration, let me tell you what is it that I would be trying to doing here in these 60 days. So I would be trying to cover as many current affairs as possible, all right? And apart from this, I'll try to help you with some history, India and Andhra geography and Indian polity. But then firstly, we will begin with the polity of India and Andhra and the geography of India and Andhra. But then these are the mandatory subjects that you need to cover as well. Current affairs, history of both, the national and the state, geography of national and state, and the constitution. And apart from this, you'll also have to keep practicing your general aptitude, environment, ecology, art and culture, other subjects that are related to it or that you have chances of appearing in your examination. And how do you want to split this? So you can split this into 4 15 days, because you have 60. You can cover 3 subjects in the first month, that is current affairs, history, take some tests, again current affairs, polity, take some tests. And in the second half of 15 days, current affairs, geography, take some tests. And the last 15 days, you can just leave that 15 days for your current affairs, aptitude, and other subjects, plus test as well. Keep it attempting as many tests as possible, because this would give you an outer edge. Apart from this would also give you a lot of confidence. And on the March 10th, you would be having your D-Day. You would be having the day of the Clash of Titans would come onto the picture, and I'm sure you would be able to see how your preparation is bearing fruits for you when you mark the right answers. And I really hope you all come out with some real good confidence, right? And the course spread is like this, okay? We would be looking at history, the Andhra history, geography, Andhra geography, because you have a lot of websites and a lot of YouTube channels that's available for the Indian history as well as Indian geography, right? Then talking about the quiz, I would come up with the last 10 years of papers, so that it would give us an outer edge, and it would also help us understanding the type of questions APPSC generally poses. And then art and culture also I would try to cover. So these are the 4 things I would try to focus on, and I would only try to help put those videos which are not available on the YouTube in English, and we would try to keep the videos as short as possible, because as I said, there are a lot of videos which I see where they speak a lot of content which is not required. So we'll be cutting all that because of lack of time. So register immediately, start studying. I want you to understand the portion, the entire content that you have available, and cross check whatever you're studying and how far have you studied. This is something that you have to examine each and every day, and then evaluate. Try to understand where you went wrong, what could have gone wrong, and things like these have to be understood from your side. And the moment you do this and take corrective measures against them, I'm very sure the exam is born to be cracked. And for all those who are serious and dedicated, I really hope you enjoy using this channel, and you enjoy watching things or content that's being posted out of passion. I do not belong to any institute, and neither is this being posted for any commercial benefit. This is just for all of us to mutually grow and for all of us to mutually crack the exam. So all the best to you, all the best to me. Have a great day. Thanks a lot for watching. And in the next video, we will be beginning with the history and physiography of Andhra Pradesh. And all these videos would mostly be in English with glimpses of Telugu, so that we don't miss it out, right? So I hope you have enjoyed watching this. Have a great day out there. Thanks a lot, and all the very best for your examination. Now, do not stop preparation until unless you are very confident about it, or until unless you are done with your examination, right? So stay tuned to this channel, as we have a lot yet to be exchanged between us and a lot yet to be shared. Great day.